Hello guys, it's Total War Master here. Thanks for stopping by. And today I'm bringing you guys some Napoleon Total War online battle. This is going to be a 3v3 on the map of Waterloo. And if you guys already noticed, there is a change a little bit in graphics. I did a little bit of tweaking with my graphics. I know my computer can run especially Napoleon at these kinds of graphics, but I'm a little bit OCD about my computer and how I turn the graphics on and off here. So to be honest, there's not much difference that I can really see other than that the game looks a little bit more like crisper, and that's about it really. And again, from the way things are unfolding right now, ooh, that's not good at all. The way things are unfolding right now, I know you guys can probably tell that this might be a little bit of a camping battle, and it's not so much of a camping battle as it is a patience battle. It really does turn out to be a really good battle if you think about it and if you look at it. And this battle might end up being over 50 minutes long, and if it is, I will try to edit out a few parts as I can. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this battle started. I'm going to be playing as Russia today. I'm going to be bringing 4 companies of Lifeguard Foot, 4 companies of Musketeers, these experimental howitzer. Now, I did not want to bring the experimental howitzer. I wanted to just bring regular howitzer, but I didn't notice the fact that I had put experimental howitzer instead of regular howitzer. But I just don't like them because, yeah, they're just, you know, meh. They're not really too good. I mean, you see, and to be honest, I don't know how to use them too well. I bring 4 companies of these Russian Jaeger units, 2 companies of Cossack Cav, and a historic general, Count von Benningsen. He's seen a lot of action so far throughout my videos. On my left, right flank, middle side next to me, is Great Britain. He's gonna be bringing Dragoon Guards, some Dragoons, a General Staff, and some Highland Foot, as well as some King's German Foot. He's gonna be going pretty elite on this army here. Some Foot Guards, 5-inch howitzer, and some light foot, followed by rifles. Now, just if you guys are wondering, this isn't a collaboration with JCP Randomness. We haven't been playing games very often. We did play a game a couple of days ago, which I will try to record and get it up there as soon as possible, but other than that, we haven't really been playing that much lately. So I'm going to go ahead and slow-mo it because there's a lot of things that are going to be going on right now. We also have United Netherlands. He's going to be bringing some Dutch flankers, 7-pounder howitzer, line infantry. He's going to be bringing historic general William II, Prince of Orange, and he's going to be bringing some. Yeah, I think that's about it. So on to I'm just going to pause it. On to Prussia, who's pushing up tremendously fast on the United Netherlands. He's bringing in some Silesian Schützen, some Lancer Cav, 6-pounder horse artillery, Grenadiers, a lot of Lancers. Onto the Middle French, he's going to bring in some Carabiners, 6-inch howitzer, 6-pounder foot artillery, General Staff, National Guard, Fusiliers, and Young Guard. That's about it. The opponent that I'm going to be facing is bringing some Voltigeurs, some Young Guard, Artillery Épée, General Staff, Guard Seamen, Old Guard, Dutch Grenadiers. Y'all know how much of a pain in the ass these Dutch Seamen can be, so let's see how well we do against them. So, continuing onward, like I pointed out before, oh, he's also bringing some Jaegers. I didn't notice these guys. So anyway, United Netherlands is going to be putting on some heavy artillery fire on Prussia here, who pushed up really hard. I don't know why he did that. So he's going to be trying to hit his artillery here, which was BS. I think that should have destroyed that, but... So, one mistake on Prussia's part is he's trying to aim for this howitzer unit here. That's not a very good idea to do. He should just be aiming at the line infantry, be getting really good hits, and this guy lost a leg. Some dismemberment in Napoleon. While along here, everything's really quiet. I stationed my troops right along this ridgeline here, and I wasted my cav. He moved up his Voltigeurs to try and challenge me a little bit, and I went for a cav charge, and I tried to get his cav to chase me and get into the range of the Jaegers so I could take him out, but that wasn't really happening for me, so I pretty much almost lost this Cossack unit here. But they will impress me a little bit as time goes on, or as long as the match goes on. So me and my French opponent here is going to be having pretty much an artillery battle at the moment. So here we have a small skirmish going between our Voltigeurs and my Russian Jaegers. So they're going to be putting the hurt on him. So again, artillery bombardment, trying to take down these horse artillery as much as they can. He's going to go ahead and move his guys into the house here, which is a fairly good thing to do. Since he also pretty much almost destroyed this horse artillery and now they're broken. So now he can move into this house as he pleases without fear of Prussia destroying it. So here we have my artillery and my cav charging in. And they were able to get a good charge in, but here comes the Jesus et Cheval. They're going to go ahead and destroy the rest of my Cossacks here.
Our men are running, sir.
And then they're going to go ahead and retreat. I'm going to take down this mini-map. So here he's going to move up some young guard. And I figured, you know what? If he's going to move in infantry to fight my Jaegers, then I might as well move up infantry for myself. So under the fire of the artillery hits, and I have my men destroying these Voltigeurs. So here goes my men going up to this hill here to face on the young guard that were moving up, and then he goes ahead and pulls them back. It kind of bummed me out a little bit because I was expecting to destroy this young guard unit. So what I did was I took advantage of the outflanking maneuvers here that they were facing here, and I moved up my Russian Jaegers to try and get off some volleys on these Voltigeurs. But I was scared a lot of this cav unit here. As you can see, my musketeers are putting the hurt down on these young guard. They're going to go ahead and retreat back. Artillery again still firing. Along here, it's just a major artillery battle. Howitzers, they do damage to buildings over time, but it takes extremely long time. To be honest, I would have recommended Prussia pulled back their artillery and just destroyed this house here. And to be honest, this house is basically a bridge between our a bridge between the United Netherlands. If he would have lost this house, there would have been nothing to stop Prussia from controlling this side and destroying it. So here I switched the ammo that my experimental howitzer was using, only because, yeah, I think it was quicklime that was on before. It wasn't really doing what I wanted it to do on these Voltigeurs. So here things are going to quiet down a little bit on the map for itself. It's just going to go ahead and be a period of long artillery bombardments and light skirmish battle, which surprisingly enough, they weren't really taking as much damage as I thought they would from artillery. So you can see here comes the line infantry and the Silesian Schützen. Under heavy artillery fire, and they're going to keep on firing. And he's going to move up his Dutch flankers to pretty much get some really good volleys on these Silesian Schützen. So here we have Francis Vortigers going up against my Jaegers again. He's going to bring up his Young Guard thinking he's all like stealthy and stuff. But I caught it, and I was able to go and move in my Musketeers for damage support. So here, since I was so paranoid of this Cav, I just wanted to destroy the Cav as much as I could. So I just decided to move up and, well, have my arty target the Chevelle. So here you can see my Musketeers are literally just getting volley after volley off on these Young Guard.
We have taken a building, sir.
So here I moved up my guys into a building. Like I said before, I had my guys stationed here, but I saw his Cav coming, so I put them all the way back and ran towards the house. So they're going to be hitting their lines a little bit here. I just love artillery. I really love artillery. So my Russian Jaegers are going to continue to keep on the fire on these Vortigers. These guys are going to go ahead and shatter and run. These guys are still doing pretty well. So again, checking on my United Netherlands side, Prussia is still committed to destroying the 7-pounder howitzer, which they do eventually do. I do like how he placed them on this hill there, though. Provides really good support, especially from artillery bombardments. So he's going to keep up the pressure. He's going to keep on trying to destroy this 6-inch howitzer here. So here we have my Silesian we have my Russian Jaeger regiments still providing fire on these Vortigers here. And then here France is going to go ahead and move up his army here to support Prussia here. So you can see the house is taking damage from howitzers, but like I said, it takes a little while to do. So I would have recommended that they would have bring a little bit more horse artillery. So they're just going to keep on exchanging artillery fire here. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward it just so I can save some time a little bit. Not going to really miss much, just an artillery battle. I'll just put forward. That way I really don't miss much. So here he's going to move in his men more into the house. He's going to move in more and more and more men. He's going to move up basically almost half of his army into this tiny little house here. He's going to overstuff it. So as you can see, Russia's going to send in his grenadiers to try and take this house here. So here comes the horse artillery to try and destroy this house. So the battle for the house begins here, with Prussia starting off with a really bad start. Prussia's going to take a little bit of hits from their own artillery and their own fire here. So they're just going to go ahead and rout. Their artillery is just like, you run, you die. Good God. These grenadiers are just getting slaughtered here. So with the United Netherlands holding the house here, and Prussia grenadiers are retreating. So you can see fighting ceased on my side, basically. So it's going to go ahead and just start to continue more on the far left flank of our enemy sides here. So we have the Silesian Schützen, followed by the rest of Prussia, and with the backing of France here. They're going to start slowly converging on this tiny little house here. So almost half of the men that were stationed on this 7-pounder howitzer are gone. Only 7 are left, 10 are left. So Prussia's going to go ahead and retreat their Silesian Schützen back. I think they realized that it was pointless to stay there. So here I took advantage of France's slip up here. They moved their men up a little bit too close. So I moved up my Russian Jaegers to get some fire off on these Fusiliers here. And then I noticed that France is going to go ahead on my side. France is going to send Young Guard to support. So that's why I sent in some Musketeers to support. And the Musketeer unit actually surprised me. I didn't think they were going to do as much damage to these Young Guard as I thought they were. So
we have killed their
we have
general,
Young Guard.
sir. Now they must break.
General killed. They're just facing mass upon mass. I'm gonna try and do this. See if we can. I mean, look at this. It's just a train wreck for them. So I'm going to move up some Russian Jaegers that aren't in light unit behavior and have them destroy this Young Guard on their far flank. So Great Britain's going to move up his light foot. They're not going to get in range. I tried to tell them to get in range, but they didn't want to, I guess, so. So here we still have fighting for this house here. Almost getting ready to destroy it. Young Guard under fire from artillery. And yet they are still holding steady with 37 men left. So they're going to go ahead and do a cav charge, which is pretty foolish. They're going to get slaughtered instantly here. I'm going to put my guys in a square formation. But before they could even get in their square formation, they're going to go ahead and rout. So that cav is basically routed. I'm going to keep focusing my fire on their guard and artillery ahead here instead of their lines, which is what I should have done, but I didn't. So we have my Russian Jaegers continuing the fire on these Fusiliers. Still battle for the house going on. France is going to go ahead and move up some Chasers, Fusiliers, and Young Guard to try and take this house again, I believe. But they're going to come under huge resistance from these Dutch flankers here. Young Guard are just going to get slaughtered. So there goes those Young Guard. Bravely charging into this house here. Oh, he has 2 Young Guard regiments fighting in here. Okay. So artillery has just been pounding on this house since the game started, basically. I'm surprised this house hasn't fallen yet. So along here, we're going to have a massive skirmish with the Prussian, Silesian, Schützen. At this point, I realized, you know what, I can't. When I lost my musketeers, I realized I can't fight them anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them back right along behind the stake line here. Still, big, massive push going on with France here. They're going to move up almost everything they have. Why he put these guys in a square formation, I have no clue. But they're going to go ahead and start opening fire on every single person they can find here. French, Prussian, or Dutch. Or, yeah, I think they're Dutch. I don't know. United Netherlands is probably Dutch, I think. If I'm wrong, I apologize. So, huge charge going to go on by these seamen here. So they're going to go straight into this line infantry square formation here. France sending in almost all of their men here. So there goes England trying to support. It's just a bloodbath for this house. I can't believe somebody would want this house so badly. Look at this. Brave swords guy going up against a worthless drummer. Just Lord have mercy. So line infantry is going to go ahead and route the, I believe, I don't know who they routed. I think they routed these chasers of Chevelle. Line infantry are going to charge into these old guard and guard seamen while taking artillery fire. It just amazes me how much these units were able to hold under artillery fire and massive charges here. So again, it's going to be a little bit quiet on my side. He has his Dutch flankers providing pretty good support from this ridge here. I don't know what happened to these flankers here. It looks like they just got slaughtered. So the fight for this house is becoming real. We have Prussia with French support going up against 2 line infantry regiments here, trying their best to take it. I mean, just look at the grenadiers are just getting destroyed here too. So he's going to go ahead and pull back his grenadiers, I think. France, old guard, still committed. They're going to try and go back and fight. So still the battle for this house is raging with no victor in sight. He's going to charge in some more line infantry to try and support what's in there already. Again, house is still taking artillery fire. I'm going to go ahead and hit my, fire my artillery into these general staff and old guard unit. So at this point, I was like, okay, you know what? I don't think they're going to be able to hold the house. I have to do something. So I broke everything and went for the lifeguard foot here. So as you can see, I think the United Netherlands are going to go ahead and commit all their men into this house. If not, they're going to go ahead and reline and start providing fire. So Grenadiers are going to try and fire grenades at this house, but they're going to miserably miss, unfortunately. Old Guard are going to move into the house too. Grenadiers, I think they're going to get off another grenade volley. Yeah, so there they go. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Yeah, I don't think it really did anything. Did cause hell of an effect, though. Run! The house is on fire! So France is going to go ahead. The France on my side is going to move all of his men to the far left side here. And what scared me a little bit was they still had a bunch of cav, and if used right, the cav could probably break through. So here, musketeer regiments were finally able to make it. I was able to send some musketeer support to try and take down the, where are they? Well, they were trying to take down the, wow. This guy just flung from the 3rd floor all the way to here. So, I sent in my musketeers to try and help out against these Dutch Grenadier and Grenadier lines. My guys are going to go ahead and go in here. Must be a very tight squeeze. This house can only hold 500, and it's holding 873 right now. With more Prussian foot guards and everything, Young Guard, all trying to destroy this house. And now it's just a concoction of Russian, Netherlands, French, and Prussian men here. They are all trying to fight for this house here, and it just makes me want to orgasm. And not to mention, they're taking pretty heavy friendly fire from their own artillery. I think at this point they seized the artillery. So here France is going to send what men he has left to try and for some reason go against England and my guys here. I'm going to charge my Cossacks right into his Fusiliers. Luckily they weren't able to go ahead and get into a square. My Russian Jaegers are going to go ahead and destroy these Fusiliers and Old Guard. And my Cav is basically going to kind of like save the day here. They're going to break like 3 infantry regiments along here. So, the Fusiliers was 1. The Fusiliers here was 2. And now I think they might break the Old Guard, or the Carabiners might actually break them. Nope. Old Guard's going to break, so that's 3. I think we might tie it in for 4. So as you can see, we have the last of France's Old Guard and Fusiliers providing as much fire as they can on this house. And like I said before, I was afraid we were going to lose control of this house. So, I was able to get my Cossacks out of the fighting and into the real fight that was along here. They're going to go ahead and charge into the British lines, but they're going to hold out pretty well. Still, my Musketeers are doing pretty well. At this point, I took my experimental howitzer and decided to start firing. I wasn't wanting to fire on the house. I wanted to fire on these guys, but the unit I was already firing on went into the house, so they were firing on the house. So here my Life Guard of foot finally made it to the English Netherlandian line, along with my general, so they're going to go ahead and get some inspiration. Again, a final desperate charge by Prussia's main cav here. I'm going to get my left guards into squares. They're going to get off some pretty good volleys on this cav. I believe I charged in a lifeguard unit into this house, as if it wasn't filled up already.
Our men are running for it.
So they're going to get off a volley, and I think... Okay, they're going to get off a volley, and they're going to retreat back to the hill. So, there's going to be a tremendous cav charge from Great Britain here. They're going to charge into this Young Guard and the Silesian Schützen. Here, I believe Prussia and France finally took the house they were going for. I'm firing my artillery in here. Young Guard are going to put up a pretty good fight up against these cav, but it's just too much.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
So as you can see, they finally got their goal, but they're just going to go ahead and get trolled by the lifeguard that I'm sending in here. Just look at every... My God, I mean... Dang, I wish I could get in there. There could not be a more deadly battle for this house. So this guy's just going to like get flung back Matrix style. And he's going to come back from the dead, and he's going to have a heart attack. So I'm going to have my lifeguards basically just trying to take back this house here. I have my count here. He's going to be providing some moral support. And here, France's old Fusiliers charged into my Russian Jaegers. For what my Jaegers lack in accuracy and firepower, they make up for in their melee strength. But all Russian units in this game really do have good melee. So, Britain's middle is going to go ahead and mock up what's left of the French. Now, France does still have a lot of guys left. National Guard isn't going to really do much. The Young Guard and Fusiliers, if used right, could get pretty decent kills, but they're not going to really turn the tide. So I'm going to use my General's rally ability. Lightfoot's going to go ahead and start destroying the last of Prussia here. Just look at the carnage here. Oh my God. Cav, this house is literally just war-torn. I can imagine somebody just buying this house now. Oh my God. So Prussia's going to go ahead and break. My men, followed by one of Great Britain's units, are going to take this house back. I think I take out all my lifeguard and get them back into formations. Fusiliers are going to go ahead and break.
Our men are running for it.
National Guard, I believe, are going to break. Fusiliers are charging into my Jaegers. I think they're going to probably hold out a little bit. Yeah, so my Russian Jaegers are going to pretty much handle... They're going to give these Fusiliers the business here. These guys are going to go ahead and choke him to death. Guys are going to get fire from the house here. Artillery fire. So again, the house is finally ours. The only units that are basically left that are still in the fight are these Young Guard, which they're gonna get demolished by my Russian Jaegers. Prussia's General Staff and Grenadiers, with some National Guard left, but I mean, United Netherlands Hustlers are gonna go ahead and take care of them. So I want to go ahead and pause real quick, only so we can look at the carnage of what happened here. I mean, it's just literally, especially for this house, we have men in the woods, we have craters from bombshells, we have stakes planted. I mean, it's just crazy. We have baskets of food just lying around. Good God. I honestly just can't picture myself being in a battle like this without shitting my pants. I have no clue how these guys like fought like this and still held, but I guess that's what training's for. Just train hard and hard for it. So National Guard are gonna sadly run away from my artillery. Well, they're gonna run away while taking artillery fire. Prussia's Grenadiers are still holding, but they won't last. And there they go, they're gonna break. So we are victorious here. Gonna get one last good hit on these Grenadiers here. So good game to my opponents here. Gravinia, Carrialedge, Bucket, Cuddly, Kiwi, and Lupetti. You guys were really good players to play with. Really good battle we had. I'm going to go ahead and look at the unit stats here. So my best unit here was the Russian Jaegers with 109 kills. So that's pretty good. Anyway, guys, I really hope you liked this video. Leave a comment below on whether you would like me to keep the graphics settings I have right now, or if you'd like me to try and up them up a little bit more, or if you just want me to bring them back down to where they were. But like I said, I don't really see a big difference other than the game looking more crisper. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. This is Total War Master signing off.